Just ahead on the Daily Digital Debrief. One man and one woman are in the hospital after a late-night shooting in Lansing. Plus, East Lansing Public Schools reinstate their mask mandate. And finally, members from a nonprofit travel across the country to honor fallen military veterans and first responders. All that and more, so don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss today's show.
This is the Daily Digital Debrief.
Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Digital Debrief. It is finally the end of the week. We made it, so let us know in the comments what you're up to for this weekend and, of course, where you're watching from. We would love to read those in the comments for you, but for now, we're going to jump into this afternoon's top stories. We're following a developing story out of Lansing after police found a man and a woman shot and laying on the side of the road. And now 2 suspects in the shooting are in custody. Authorities say they responded to a call around 9:45 last night on Farrell Street where they found the 2 victims. They were taken to the hospital for treatment, and when we last checked, the man is in stable condition while the woman remains in critical condition. Lansing police and state troopers later found the suspect's car, leading to a short chase. The 2 suspects were arrested and are awaiting charges. The man, again, is in stable condition while the woman is in critical condition, and the 2 suspects were arrested and they are awaiting charges. Well, you may have noticed a lot of construction on the roads. I know I sure have, especially on my way to work. And MDOT is closing Seymour Road for tunnel construction just east of US 127. This project is a part of MDOT's ongoing $120 million investment to rebuild and widen I-94. And in addition, the construction modifies the I-94 and US 127 interchange, and this is in preparation for the finalized diverging diamond. The one-day project will add various detours, so MDOT says to make sure you look ahead of time for a different route. And another project that will alter traffic until October is on a 3.5-mile stretch of Grand River Avenue. The piece of roadway will be closed in both directions for maintenance and improvements, and work starts at a Park Lake Road and will go until Oak Point Court. Work crews will be resurfacing the roadway and improving the sidewalks. Crews say to be prepared for delays if you can't find an alternative route. Well, unfortunately, COVID-19 cases are on the rise here in Michigan, and because of this, East Lansing Public Schools are reinstating their mask mandate, and this all starts on Monday the 16th. East Lansing Superintendent Dory Lako sent out an email out today saying the reason is because the CDC now has Ingham County listed at the medium risk level for COVID transmission. The mask policy is returning, and each building will have masks on hand, and all staff and students, with exception for those who are on medical mask exemption forms that have those medical mask exemption forms approved by the district, will be expected to wear a well-fitting mask beginning Monday morning. Well, last night, hundreds turned out for the first GOP governor's race, and 8 candidates took to the stage in Howell, going head-on-head in some hot topics. It was all a part of the first Michigan GOP governor debate, and our 6 News reporter, Sarah L. Sheck, has more on where these candidates stand on these issues. Let's take a listen.
Sherry, there was a wide variety of topics discussed tonight, ranging from abortion to critical race theory. On some issues, candidates had similar answers, but on others, there was some division.
Hundreds in the audience watched as 8 Republican candidates were front and center at tonight's GOP gubernatorial debate. The first topic was centered around abortion. All of the candidates say they are pro-life, and many mentioned there should be certain exceptions to abortions.
I am pro-life with exceptions. I've seen some terrible things in my state police career with incest and rape, and that's my only exception.
Life begins at conception, and unless the mother's life is at risk, I cannot accept abortion.
Another question was on education and how candidates would help students get back on track after the pandemic.
I would give vouchers to those families to get them into whatever school they want to go to.
So what we would do as governor is, number 1, I'd get CRT, critical race theory, out of our schools. Number 2, we're going to make it so teachers teach our kids how to think, not what to think.
I've been calling for 25 hours of tutoring for every student in the state of Michigan. I have 4 daughters in school. I see what's happening.
From education to vaccination.
Day number 1 with Governor Kelly, the pandemic is over. No vaccine mandates, not in our state, not on my watch.
No vaccines, no mandates. Let's have an open society. Let's be respectful of our American liberties and choice.
Others say it did for certain people.
I will never, ever mandate this vaccine. It was helpful for anybody that was obese.
Okay, got it.
With over the age of 70, with 2 or 3 underlying medical conditions, it kept them from dying.
Thank you, sir.
But it's a choice.
After the August 2nd primary, the slate of 8 candidates will narrow to 1, and that candidate will advance to challenge Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer in November.
Someone not in attendance tonight was former Detroit Police Chief James Craig. Hours before the debate, his campaign announced he had a prior speaking engagement and couldn't make it, but that Craig is eager for upcoming debates. And the next debate is scheduled for June 2nd and is hosted by the Michigan Republican Party.
All right, well, thank you so much to our reporter, Sarah Alshak, for that update and details. Now it's the time of the day that we're going to look at the weather forecast. Let's see what we have going on today. It's already another beautiful day in mid-Michigan on this Friday, and that only continues throughout the afternoon. We'll see high temperatures once again reach the mid-80s, along with plenty of sunshine, a light breeze out of the south, and low humidity. Well, you can't ask for much better than that. It is just gorgeous out there, so if you do have the time today, definitely go outside and soak up some sun and those rays, because this week we have been so fortunate to have such beautiful weather. And I know this weekend I'm looking forward to taking my dogs out. We just recently got a puppy, and her name is Mocha, and she is a chocolate lab, and we already have a beagle, so we are so excited to go outside with them and just play around in the sunshine. Let us know in the comments what you guys are doing this weekend, but definitely get outside for sure. All right, well, thank you so much to our meteorologist, Blake Harms, for his weather breakdown. Now it's the time of the day we're going to take a look at your comments here on Facebook. Let's see what you guys had to say. We'd love to give you guys a shout out, so let's see what we have. Brandy says, hello, happy Friday the 13th, hee hee hee. I know it is Friday the 13th. We have to wish for luck, though. We're keeping it positive here on the debrief. And Christopher says, hello, watching from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Christopher, thank you so much for your viewership. We appreciate it. Robin Gillette says gremlins again. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Beth says hi from Lansing. Hello, Beth. Love to see that you're watching. Carol says hello from my new home in Lansing. Have a great weekend, everyone. That is so exciting, Carol. A new home. It feels so good to get in a space and really make it your own. That's awesome, and congratulations to you. Jill Babbis says hi from sunny Battle Creek. I'm so glad it's sunny over there. And Robin Gillette says, Kinville, Michigan, glad you're watching. Carol says, critical race theory is only taught in law classes. Robin says again, well, I know why I love to vote the party I do. Oh, that's so funny. Let's see what else we got going on. Shelly says, hello from Gladwin, Michigan. I don't think I've ever heard of that, so thank you for watching. Steve Baxley, a long post here. Happy Feel Good Friday on 6 News at 5:30. Thank you so much, Steve. He says, Autumn, John Moore in 6 News, WLNS, and especially to Next Star. I read the story on the entertainment news site Deadline during the fall upfront announcements, and have a great weekend. Thank you so much for your comment, Steve, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We always appreciate you watching. We see that you're a loyal viewer here on the debrief. Let's see if we have anything else coming in. Brandy says, have a fantastic weekend. I hope you do too. It sounds like it's going to be some warm temperatures and just beautiful out there. So hope you have a great weekend, Brandy. That looks like all of our comments that we do have coming in right now. Let's take a quick break and hear from the Capital Area District Library, and we'll be back in just 30 seconds.
You spend your whole life working, training, waiting for one shining moment to win it all.
Does he always have to do this? Yeah, I guess it's just a librarian thing.
Borrow lawn games for free with your cattle membership at cadl.org/things.
All right, thank you so much to our partners over at the Capital Area District Library. We really appreciate your partnership here on the Daily Digital Debrief. And who knew you could check out yard games from your library? I sure didn't know, and I love a good game of cornhole. So that's awesome. Make sure you're stopping by there. And again, thank you so much to our partners from the Capital Area District Library. Well, members from a nonprofit organization called Carry the Load are now traveling across the country to help honor and remember our fallen military, veterans, and first responders. And they're doing this all on foot in a national relay, which includes a stop in Lansing, here in Lansing today. And our reporter Michael Thomas walked with some of them this morning and has more on why they're doing this. So let's take a listen.
Now, this event actually lasts all month long, and it's something that really connects people across the country. It's been going on for almost more than a decade, and officials say it's really to remind people just exactly the sacrifices that are made not only by our veterans, but also by our first responders. And it starts off with a walk that's 20,000 miles long. The nonprofit has a total of 5 relay routes happening across the country: the West Coast, the Mountain States, over in New England, the East Coast, and of course the Midwest. All set to meet in Dallas, Texas on Memorial Day. The purpose is to walk for those who have fallen for our country, from first responders to military men and women. And during the walk, members carry a flag on their back the entire time, which represents them carrying the load. The Midwest route started in Minneapolis last week, and it's now here in Lansing. Today, these 2 men started the walk at 6 o'clock this morning, with Eden Rapids sheriffs cheering them on, along with local Lansing residents, ones who have lost a son who say it was fighting for our country.
Our son, like I mentioned earlier, was killed September 15, 2010 in Iraq. Their names they'll never be forgotten. Their names will be said, and that's the one thing that as you lose a child, you lose that future.
The whole purpose of this is to bring awareness of the true meaning of Memorial Day. It's not for veterans. It's for the military that didn't come home, that died while serving.
Officials say this walk is really open to anyone. All you have to do is show up, and you can walk with them as far as you can. And to find those maps and details, you can head to our website at WLNS.com, and it's right underneath the Scene on 6 section. Here for you in Lansing, Michael Thomas, 6 News.
All right, well, thank you so much to our reporter, Michael Thomas, for that report. It's really amazing to see 20,000 miles on foot. That is just incredible and really nice to see people who are honoring the people that have lost their lives and died for our country. So that's some pretty incredible stuff. And of course, like he said, there is more information on our website at WLNS.com if you want to check that out. Well, let's take another look at our weather forecast and see what we have going on this week. Some showers and thunderstorms are expected to develop late Saturday afternoon into mid-evening, and if you have outdoor plans, it'll be a good idea to keep an eye on the radar throughout the day. Otherwise, temperatures cool down to a bit below average by the middle of next week. I'll tell you what, even though there's rain in the forecast potentially this weekend, and make sure you are checking that like Blake said, because there is a chance it might not rain, I'll tell you what, we have been so lucky with these warm temperatures. So really take that in, and of course it's just been such a nice week this week, and so just make sure you do get outside when it's not raining, and then again just stick inside when it is. But it sounds like it's going to be super warm outside, which we appreciate, especially after this long winter that we've had for sure. So it kind of seemed like forever to get to this point. So anyways, that's really awesome, and thank you again to our meteorologist Blake Harms for that report. All right, let's take another look at our comments now and see what you guys are saying here on Facebook, and make sure you are commenting so I can read your comment really quick before we end the show here. Let's see if we have any last minute comments. All right, Christopher says, we'll be teaching Family History 101 Part 2 on May 17th, 2022 at my local church. That's awesome. It's starting at 7 p.m. That is awesome, Christopher. So congratulations to you. That sounds really fun, and hope you have a great class. Robin says, the last time you hosted on a Tuesday, let's see. Oh, I can't see the rest of that comment, but let's see. Jill Babbitt says, great to see you again, Autumn. You're doing great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And let's see if we have any last comments. Oh, here it goes. Robin, the last time you hosted on Tuesday, it was a great day. Thank you so much. Robin, we appreciate that, and we appreciate your viewership on the Daily Digital Debrief. It came through there. All right, let's see if we have any last-minute comments. Looks like sorry about that. Looks like those are all our comments that we do have for today, and that is all the time we do have for the show. We do appreciate everyone that tuned in and watched the Daily Digital Debrief. Remember to download all of our apps. They are free, and we'll see you again this evening for 6 News at 5, 5:30, and 6, and I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will see you again for another Daily Digital Debrief here on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks for watching the Daily Digital Debrief. Weekdays at 12:30.